Alright, here's a Domino Combo King. It's been in storage for a while, and I remember getting it from a kid some years back. He didn't want to play keyboards. He knew that I played in several bands. I played bass mostly, but he said, "Hey, you want organ?" And I said, "Sure." So I gave him a few bucks for it. I don't remember how much, but I took it out of storage. I figured, I'll sell it to somebody because it's a collectible. These are not that common. So from my research, I found out that they were used quite often in like surf music and stuff like that. But they didn't have a lot of elaborate effects back in those days, back in the late 60s, early 70s. The company that made these over in Japan, I believe it was Japan, uh, Domino had them had these emblems put on, but they also evidently, from what one blog said, that these were also had other names put on and sold in other countries. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them unless somebody comes up and says, if anybody out there comes up and says, "Oh yeah, that was called a blah blah organ back. It was sold in Germany or England or whatever, Australia." But at any rate, I know that a couple of people said these were often used in surf music. Plus, they're portable. It's got the leg stands. I don't have it on leg stands right now, but it does have the leg stands. I'll include a picture of it on with the leg stands. But it was interesting. I pulled it out of storage, and the thing they must have made them really good to last back in the day because it plays. So string, flute, oops, it's a nice mellow flute. And of course, volume works, also the pedal. Brilliance is evidently their form of tone. So you make it nice and mellow. And of course the vibrato. Speed, vibrato speed, and vibrato depth. And reed. Legato, organ, flute, and you can add them together. According to the brochure, that you do like 31 different tone combinations. Of course, that goes even further when you change the brilliance, speed, and vibrato. Of course, they didn't have reverb. Well, they had reverb back in those days, but they didn't really build them into organs that I'm aware of. Most everybody got like a reverb can or an amplifier that had a reverb in it. This I'm playing through a Cadet, Dan Electro Cadet, which does not have a reverb can in it. And I'm leaving the tone at midpoint. But it's interesting. As soon as I pulled it out, plugged it in, hooked it up, and it worked. Incredible. They really built this stuff to last back in the day. So all the keys work except for this one broken key, and I remember this. That was broken when he gave it to me, or when I got it from him. I'm sure I gave him some money for it. Broken key, which I'm sure you can find anywhere. I mean, most of these, nobody makes the unique keys, so it's a matter of taking it out and having it matched up to whatever keys any keyboard shop has available that would fit. And there's just like this, I'm not sure, it feels like At first I thought it was either rust or spaghetti sauce, but it's something. I got some of it off with a Scotch pad, not Scotch pad, a Mr. Clean, what's it called, dry eraser, those white eraser. I got a little bit of it off, but I figured if anybody, whoever the next owner is, they'll probably go through and replace any of these keys, because they're not, I mean, what's a key? About couple dollars a key, whatever. At any rate, I can imagine what this would sound like with a reverb can, or a coarse pedal, a phaser, and any other effects that are commonly used these days. It'd be incredible. I'm sorry about the poor lighting. I'm down in the my man cave, aka the dungeon, to just check it out, and I was like, I'm just amazed. The thing plays just like it did the first time I got it, and I played a little bit. I didn't use it in a band or anything like that, but it still works. They made them really work back in those days. Yeah, you get a a fade out by turning off the amp. At any rate, enjoy the videos. It's not very common at keyboard, but they are collectible from what I understand. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Boom.